Hi children, my name is D. Noor Jahan, Biology CRT, working in KGBV Tarlubadu, Prakasam district. So children, today I will teach you 7th class, second lesson, Nature of Substances. So children, in previous class, you have learned about some important topics in nature of substances. So today in our class, we are going to learn about some more important topics in nature of substances. Children, what happens when a metal piece is dropped in an acid? Children, look at this picture. If you drop a metal piece in an acid, it reacts with acid and releases hydrogen gas. Let us prove it in this activity. Place a retard stand on a table. Adjust and fix the test tube on horizontal rod. Take about 10 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid in a test tube. Now add a few pieces of zinc granules in it. Observe the surface of zinc granules. Insert one end of delivery tube into the test tube through a cork and insert the other end of the delivery tube into a glass tube. Fill the glass tube with soap water. Now the gas evolved from the test tube passes through the delivery tube into the soap water. At this time, bring a lighted candle near the gas-filled bubbles in the tub. So children, observe the reactions. So we have observed in this activity, the colorless gas comes out of the delivery tube. Bubbles are formed in the soap solution. The gas evolved burns into a pop sound. The gas evolved from the tub gives pop sound near the burning candle. It is confirmed to be hydrogen gas produced by the zinc granules and dilute HCl solution. Finally, this activity shows us that hydrogen gas evolves when an acid reacts with a metal. Children, now repeat the same experiment with conical flask. First, we pour 20 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid into it and then fix a balloon around the neck of the conical flask. Observe the children, the balloon inflates due to the hydrogen gas. Now take out the balloon with gas from the flask carefully and tie it. Observe children, it will fly away. Children, guess why does it fly? Hydrogen gas has less weight than air, so it flies high. Children, our next topic, reaction between acids and metals. Pickles and other sour substances are acidic in nature. When they are stored in metal containers made up of brass or copper, they get spoiled. This is due to the reaction between acids and metals. To avoid this, the inner sides of vessels made up of brass and copper are coated with tin. Children, you might have observed that the metal spoons also damage when they are placed for a long time in pickles. Next topic, reaction bases with metals. What will happen when metals are placed in bases? Bases like sodium hydroxide react with metals and releases hydrogen gas. Repeat the activity by using of sodium hydroxide instead of hydrochloric acid. Test the evolved gas with burning stick. Here, look at this video children. The gas evolved burns with pop sound. So children, here is an important note. All bases do not react with metals. Next topic. If we take two solutions, one acidic, the another alkaline, and mix them, what will be the result? It gives us salt and water will be released as a byproduct. Now does this happen every time? When acidic combine with base will always gives us salt and water. And what is the reaction called? Does it has a specific name? Yes, it does. It's called neutralization reaction. Let us see a neutralization reaction. Take a test tube, clean it using a clean dropper. Pour 10 drops of hydrochloric acid carefully in the test tube. Now add 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator solution. Observe the color changes. Now add sodium hydroxide solution drop by drop to the test tube. Shake it well after adding each drop. Observe the change in the color of solution. Keep adding the sodium hydroxide drop by drop until the color begins to turn pink. Once again add drop by drop of hydrochloric acid to the solution mixture until the solution in the test tube becomes colorless. In the activity, we observe that there is no change in the color of hydrochloric acid while adding phenolphthalein solution. The color of the solution in the test tube becomes pink by adding a drop of sodium hydroxide solution. The pink color of the mixture solution becomes colorless by adding a few drops of hydrochloric acid. Finally, we learned that if we add excess base or sodium hydroxide to acidic solution or hydrochloric acid, it converts to base. Similarly, we can change base into acid. We also learned that the effect of base is nullified by an acid. When acids and bases are mixed in definite proportions, they give a neutral solutions. The reaction of an acid with a base produces salt and water. Next, salts. We have seen in the process of neutralization, both acids and bases are mixed in definite proportions, produces salt and water. We also know that the reaction between an acid and a base is known as neutralization. For example, by neutralizing hydrochloric acid solution with sodium hydroxide solution, a salt sodium chloride is produced. Production of salt depends on the type of acid and base. Here is a note. All neutral solutions are not salt solutions. Sugar or starch solutions are neutral solutions, but they are not salt solutions. Uses of acids and bases in our daily life. Acids and bases are widely used in our daily life in agriculture, medicine, industry and preparation of food. So here let us know some their uses. Acidity. Children, you might have observed that some of your adults suffer from acidity. Yes. So, how is acidity caused? What is the remedy for it? So, first we see how is acidity caused. Our stomach produces gastric juice. It helps us in digestion of food. But sometimes secretion of excess acid causes acidity or indigestion. It leaves a burning sensation and pain in the stomach. So what is the remedy for it? Antacids. Antacids helps us to get relief from acidity. So what are antacids? An antacid is any substance, generally a base or basic salt, which neutralizes stomach acidity. They are used to relieve acid indigestion, upset stomach, sore stomach and heartburn. So here is the example of antacids. Antacids contain bases. For example, aluminum hydroxide, milk of magnesia. Next topic, acidic nature. The substances which give a burning sensation when touched with bee skin are acidic in nature. For example, when a honeybee stings a person, it injects an acid in that person's skin which causes pain and irritation. We can neutralize the acid by rubbing the paste of baking soda on the place of bite. Baking soda is a base and it neutralizes the formic acid. Next topic, fertile land, organic manures. In recent years, the use of chemical fertilizers increased. Though the use of chemical fertilizers increases production, it affects the nature of the soil. Some fertilizers increases the acidity of the soil and some its basicity. Thus, the use of natural organic manure is preferred these days. Children, how can you help the farmers in finding out whether their agriculture fields are acidic or basic? Guess the answer? Yes, correct. We can help farmers by testing the soil in their fields. So let us do a soil test. So children, first we visit nearest agricultural fields and collect soil from the fields. Take 10 grams of soil and add 50 ml of water to it. And shake well. Now look at the picture. We see the changing of color of water. So after some time we note down the result of pH. Children, do you know hydrangea plants have different colors of flowers based on the pH of the soil. If the pH of the soil is below 5.5, it gives blue flowers. If the pH of the soil is below 6.5, it gives pink flowers. This may helps us to find the nature of soil. Next topic, acid rains. As the name indicates, the rain which contains excess of acids is called acid rain. When harmful gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide react with moisture present in air, they form nitric and sulfuric acid. These acids, when dropped down on earth along with rain, called acid rain. Acid rain causes skin irritation, inhibits germination of plants, causes corrosion to bridges and buildings. It changes the fertility of the soil, destroys plants and aquatic life. Acid rains are also witnessed in Andhra Pradesh state in Visakhapatnam district. Children, do you know Taj Mahal? Yes, we know. Taj Mahal is one of the wonders of the world, but now it is affected by acid rains. So, what is the major cause of acid rains? Air pollution. Air pollution is a major cause of acid rains. So, it is our responsibility to reduce air pollution. Next topic, uses of acids. Sulfuric acid, paper, paint, detergents and fertilizers. Nitric acid, fertilizers, rubber and plastic. Hydrochloric acid, separate metals from ores, digestion, keeping swimming pools free of algae. Citric and ascorbic acid, this acid found in orange juice. Acetic acid, it is found in vinegar. Carbonic and phosphoric acids, it is present in soft drinks. Next, uses of bases. Sodium hydroxide is in soap, paper, oven cleaners and to unclog drains. Calcium hydroxide, it is used to make cement and plaster. Magnesium and aluminum hydroxides are used as antacids to treat upset stomachs. Next topic, prevention and management of substances misuse. While handling chemicals, we take some precautions. First, do not taste and smell. Do not let it fall on the body. Second, use a dropper while transferring acid from bottle. Third, always add acid to water. Fourth, use a holder to hold a test tube. Fifth one, read the precautions given on the containers of substances. Next, first aid. Start first aid immediately. Second, remove contaminated cloths from the person. Third, wash the affected area with plenty of water. Fourth, don't pierce the blisters. And last, shift the person to hospital. Children, in our surroundings, every substance have its own properties and characteristics. The use of these substances for our better living will depend on how much we know about their properties and characteristics. By having hands-on experiences with proper care, you will get more knowledge about these substances. Children, we revision some of the important points in nature of substances. First, what are acids? Acids taste sour. For example, lemons, vinegar. Compounds that have hydrogen as their cation. For example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid. Next, what are bases? Bases are bitter and slippery. Bases either have hydroxide as their anion or they will form hydroxide in solution. For example, sodium hydroxide and ammonia. Next, Differences between acids and bases. Acids sour in taste. Bases bitter in taste. Acids turn blue litmus red. Bases turn red litmus blue. Acids change methyl orange to red. Bases change methyl orange to yellow. Phenolphthalein remains colorless. Phenolphthalein gives pink color. Acids do not give soapy touch. Bases give soapy to touch. Last, give hydrogen ions in solution. Give hydroxyl ions in solution. Next topic, neutral substances. Neutral substances have the following properties. They are salty, sweety or tasteless. Do not change the color of blue or red litmus paper. Examples of neutral substances: pure water, oxygen and salt. Next, acid-base indicators. Substances which are used to test acids or bases are called acid-base indicators. There are many types of indicators. Some of them: first one, natural indicators. Second one, synthetic indicators. Third one, olfactory indicators. Fourth one, universal indicators. So first we see natural indicators. Indicators obtained from natural sources are called as natural indicators. For example, lichens, turmeric, hydrangea and red cabbage. The most commonly used natural indicators is litmus. A litmus solution is made from a purple dye. It is extracted from the lichen, which is a plant belonging to the division Thallophyta. The solution of litmus is distilled water is purple in color. The solution is called litmus. Litmus is available in the form of solution or in the form of strips of paper. Litmus paper is available in red and blue colors. A litmus paper is used to test the acidic or basic nature of a solution. When a litmus paper touches an acid, the blue coated paper changes to red. Similarly, when litmus paper touches a base, the red coated paper changes to blue. Next, turmeric indicator. Take some turmeric powder, add a bit of water to it. Now prepare turmeric paste. Rub the turmeric paste on a white paper. Cut thin strips of this yellow paper. Put a drop of soap solution on the strip of turmeric paper. Children, observe the changes. Repeat the same procedure with the lime water and observe the changes. Here we observe that the turmeric changes color when soap water or lime water is added to it. So finally we learned that the substances that indicate a change in color when some substances are added to them are known as indicators. So turmeric powder is a natural indicator. Turmeric as an indicator identifies basic solution only. Its color changes to red when come in contact with basic solution. Its color does not change in acidic or neutral solution. Next, phenolphthalein solution. Phenolphthalein is an organic dye prepared by dissolving it in alcohol. Its solution is colorless. When it comes in contact with basic solution such as soap solution, shampoo solution, washing soda solution, etc., its color changes to keep pink color. But when the solution is acidic or neutral, it remains colorless. Next, methyl orange. Methyl orange is one of the indicators commonly used in titrations because of its clear and distinct color change. It gives red-orange color with acids and yellow color with bases. Next indicator, olfactory indicators. An olfactory indicator is a substance whose smell varies depending on whether it is mixed with an acidic or basic solution. For example, onion, vanilla extract, clove oil. Universal indicator. It is a mixture of different indicators. It shows different colors in different solutions. Universal indicator can show the strength of acid or alkaline substance. Children, how can we measure the strength of an acid or a base? Answer is pH scale. Strength of acid or base solution is measured in pH scale. This scale was introduced by Sorensen. The range of pH scale is from 0 to 14. pH of acids is less than 7. pH of bases is more than 7. pH of neutral substances is 7. Now let us know some acids, bases and their strengths which are used in our lab. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acids are strong acids. Acetic acid, citric acid, oxalic acids are weak acids. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxides are strong bases. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Next topic, reaction of acids with metals. If you drop a metal piece in an acid, it reacts with acid and releases hydrogen gas. Next, reaction of bases with metals. Bases like sodium hydroxide react with metals and releases hydrogen gas. Next topic, reaction of acid with eggshell. Eggshell is made up of calcium carbonate. The acetic acid reacts with the calcium carbonate in the eggshell and releases carbon dioxide gas. Next, neutralization reactions. In a neutralization reaction, an acid and base react to make water and salt. Salt is just a name for an ionic component. For example, HCl plus NaOH gives NaCl plus H2O. Next topic, uses of acids. Sulfuric acid, paper, paint, detergents and fertilizers. Nitric acid, fertilizers, rubber and plastic. Hydrochloric acid, separate metals from ores, digestion, keeping swimming pools free of algae. Citric and ascorbic acid are found in orange juice. Acetic acid is found in vinegar, carbonic and phosphoric acids in soft drinks. Next, uses of bases. Sodium hydroxide is in soap, paper, oven cleaners and to unclog drains. Calcium hydroxide is used to make cement and plaster. Magnesium and aluminum hydroxides are used as antacids to treat upset stomachs. Next, ant sting. The sting of ant contains formic acid. When ant bites, it releases acid into our skin. This causes itching and irritation. This effect can be neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda. Next, soil treatment. Much use of chemical fertilizers makes the soil acidic. Plants did not grow in much acidic and much base soil. When soil is too acidic, it can be treated by bases like quicklime and slacked lime. If the soil is basic, when the organic matter is added in order to make it neutralized so that plants can grow. Next, how does acid rain occur? Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide gets released by factories, goes up in the atmosphere, reacts with water vapor present in the atmosphere, forms acid. Acid comes down with rain is known as acid rains. Next topic, prevention and management of substances misuse. While handling chemicals, to take some precautions. First, do not taste and smell. Do not let it fall on the body. Second, use a dropper while transferring acid from bottle. Third one, always add acid to water. Fourth one, use a holder to hold a test tube. Fifth one, read the precautions given on the containers of substances. Next, chemical burns and first aid. First, start first aid immediately. Second, remove contaminated cloths from the person. Third, wash the affected area with plenty of water. Fourth one, don't pierce the blisters. Fifth one, shift the person to hospital.